In Section 8.4b's homework problems, you were assigned problem number 51. This video is going to work out the solution to problem number 51. The learning target for this section was I can find the square of a binomial or the product of a sum and difference. In this case, we are going to be looking at the learning target, I can find the square of a binomial. Now remember, your key idea for this section was that there are special rules for simplifying the square of a binomial. Well, in this case, to solve this problem, we're going to apply one of those special rules that we learned. Okay, look at the problem. A company logo is a white square inside a red square. The side length of the white square is x plus 2. The side length of the red square is 3 times the side length of the white square. What is the area of the red part of the logo? They're going to ask you to write your answer in standard form. Then what they do is give you 2 questions that are designed to help you solve the problem. The first question, how can drawing a diagram help you solve the problem, is designed to tell you that a good idea or a good first step is to draw a diagram. The diagram will help you have a visual of what the problem looks like. So let's get a visual. This is the diagram that I drew for this particular problem. Since it said in the problem a company logo is a white square inside a red square, notice that I drew a white square inside of a red square. The problem also told me that the side length of the white square is x plus 2. So now I'm going to label my diagram. The problem gives me some more information. So these are things that I know up front. The side length of the red square is 3 times the side length of the white square. So in order to illustrate that, I'm going to write that this side length, the red one, is 3 times the side length of the white one, or 3 times the quantity x plus 2. The question is asking me what is the area of the red part of the logo. So I really need a plan for finding the red part. Well, the red part is a shaded area, and we have learned that in order to find the area of a shaded region, that we subtract. So we need to figure out, well, what do we subtract? Well, in this case, I misspelled region. Well, let's erase that. Get the spelling correct. Region. We're going to take the outside area and subtract the inside area. So this gives us a clue as to what we're going to have to do. So to find the area of the red part, we're going to find the area of what we call the shaded region. So the first thing that we need to do is find the outside area. Well, we know the side length of the outside square. That's 3 times the quantity x plus 2. I can use this side length to find the area of the outside. So from geometry, remember that the area equals base times height, but this is also a square. And in the case of a square, both of the side lengths are the same. So another area for the square can be expressed as side squared. Notice how this works. I then can either write this area as, let's go ahead and multiply this out to make it a little easier. This is going to be 3x plus 6. Notice that all I did was distribute the 3. I can either write this as 3x plus 6 times 3x plus 6, or I can just write it as 3x plus 6 squared. Now, remember that our learning target was squaring a binomial, and that's exactly what I ended up with was squaring a binomial. And we learned that in order to square a binomial, we square the first term. So we're going to take 3x and square it. That's 9x squared. Then we're going to multiply the 2 middle terms together. So I'll multiply it up here for you. 3x times 6, well, that's 18x. And then we're going to double that, or multiply it by 2, so that's 36x. So our middle term is 36x. And then we square the last term. Well, that's just a 6, and 6 squared is 36. So I know now that the area of the outside is 9x squared plus 36x plus 36. But that still doesn't answer the question, because the question asked me for the area of the red part of the logo. Well, we know that in order to get that, we need to take the outside area and subtract the inside area. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little notation on this so that I know it's the area of the outside. I'm going to put a little O there. And now we're going to find the area of the inside. The area of the inside square would be found by using the same formula. We can either use base times height, or we can use side squared. The inside square has a side length of x plus 2. So we're either going to do x plus 2 times x plus 2, or we just do x plus 2 squared. Let's go ahead and erase that so it looks a little bit better. Make sure you know what I'm doing. So that should be an x plus 2. Okay, so let's use the same technique. X to the second power is x squared. Multiply the two middle terms. X times 2 is 2x. Multiply that by 2, so that would give you 4x, and then square the last term. So the area of the inside, so I'm going to write an A, and then I'm going to put a little I down here to show that that's the area of the inside, is going to be x squared plus 4x plus 4. Okay, so now that I've got the area of the outside, and I've got the area of the inside, our plan that we wrote in the very beginning says to take the outside area and subtract the inside area. So I'm going to take the outside area, which is 9x squared plus 36x plus 36, and I'm going to subtract the inside area. Now, I'm subtracting the entire inside area, so I need to put it in parentheses. And notice how this becomes a subtraction problem. We're subtracting polynomials. And we learned that whenever you subtract polynomials, you always do a sign change. Basically, we're distributing the negative. So I'm going to rewrite the first trinomial. And then I'm going to distribute the negative, which makes all these signs change. And then I can combine like terms. So 9x squared here and negative x squared here combined will make 8x squared. Those two then are gone. And let's try to combine the other ones. I've got 36x here, negative 4x here. So if I combine those, I get positive 32x. And then lastly, if I put the 36 and the 4 together, oh, and it should be a negative 4. I'm sorry. So let's erase that. Fix that. I bet some of you saw that and you almost told me or wanted to tell me. Okay, so let's put a negative there. So 36 and negative 4 would be positive 32. So I now have an expression for the red part of the logo. And that's what I was looking for, was the expression. Okay, so I hope this helps you with problem number 51. I hope the rest of your homework was also a success.